Hey everybody, Robert from Black Belt Gaming. Well, maybe you've already spotted him, but George has decided to make an appearance here and make a correction. In a previous round, I think it was just last round, we played a follow card, and as George reminded me here, ever so gently, you can't follow unless you're coming out of the same area. And Augustus Cole followed from a completely different tile. In fact, it was like 2 tiles away. So thanks to the viewer who caught that, and thanks for George for letting me know here up close and personal. That is a mistake I feel like I made years ago when I was looking at learning this game early on. And I think I remember moving and following like that. You have to come out of the same, I don't know if it may be the exact same space. I think you have to come out of the same space as your partner. Well, the move has already been made, and Cole ended up paying 2 cards to get where he is. And he's not exactly in the greatest position. He's got a boomer right in his face. So let's just let it stand. George, are you okay with that? Yeah, I think since the boomer's right there and the drone is right there and we've got these other guys coming in, I don't think we drastically unbalanced the game by that move, but mistakes will be made, and I think this is not too huge. So we're going to try to pick up right where we left off and just allow that move to stand. And let's pick it up with Cole as he makes his decision on what to do next. Once again, this will be really unedited. I'm just simply doing a playthrough right out here for everybody to watch. It's not a tutorial, obviously, and there may be awkward pauses, there may be some mistakes here and there. It's just me turning on the camera and playing. So let's continue. I think the first thing we need to do is go through the heel step to draw back up to our maximum hand size. And Cole is there. He's going to get some sort of action here. We've got Pummel, which is make 2 attacks. That's not too bad. What are we looking at for the defense for this guy? This is a boomer. He's rolling 2 defense dice. He's already been wounded. He's got a token under him. 2 attacks might be pretty good. We want to be very careful with our ammo. As you can see, Cole is got 1 grenade and only 1 ammo token left on his rifle. And if we burn that one, he can't make any more attacks. We've got forced entry. Let me see, just so I can get an idea of what kind of reaction cards could be played from Baird. Move. Okay, we have a follow card if we want to try to move along. So that might be a possibility. So what do you think? Forced entry says move up to 3 areas. 1, 2, 3. There is a cover space there. He could kick that guy out of cover and do 1 point of damage to him. Baird could follow, but I don't really know exactly what good exactly all of that would do. We might be better off trying to eliminate the boomer. Let's recheck our win conditions. What do we need here? We need to flip this over when cog figures are at the map exit, which we can see now, this blue line, and nobody is bleeding out. And after that, I'm not exactly sure what happens. So I don't know if they run away or if something nasty spawns and we have a big battle there. I'm not sure. I haven't looked. So 2 attacks why don't we just go with 2 attacks? That's not a bad thing to do when somebody's up in your grill like that. So we're going to take 2 defense dice for the boomer. I would try to use the chainsaw, but the boomer is immune to the chainsaw. He's just too large. So we're going to be going with some bursts here, so we don't completely deplete our gun of bullets. 1 of those is blocked, 2 of those get through, so we've done 2 wounds as we see on the marker. 2 is enough to take the boomer down, so we eliminate the boomer with a quick burst to the head. We check his token, and he dropped something. He's dropped... You know, it's been a long time. I can't remember what that gun is called. Is it called a boomer? I can't remember. Well, he drops that, so that is on the space. Augustus has 1 more attack. And he could try to fire at this drone. This drone is in full cover, which is not such great odds. Or he could attempt to pick this up, which might not be bad for Cole to do. But I think, I don't know, can you just do that on your action? Can you interrupt what you're doing, or do you actually have to use that as a turn? I think I need to research that. George, where are you? When you're trying to pick up something, do you need to have a card and some sort of action to do that, or can you just pick something up on the fly as you're moving along? Well, this is slow going. I'm not sure. I may need to turn off the camera here. Let me see what I can find. All right. What I saw was he could just discard a card now and pick this thing up. And he's going to get the weapon and 2 ammo tokens on it, which is something he really needed. So let's discard a card and pick up this weapon. And I think we need to reach over here in this stack. I wasn't sure I'd be using it again. What was this thing called? A boom shot. That's right. Boom shot. That brings back memories. So Augustus is going to pick this up by discarding active reload. He picks up the boom shot, takes that into his inventory along with 2 ammo tokens. And that thing can't shoot unless it expends a token. Got a range of 3 and is going to do 4 dice. That's a pretty good weapon. All right, so we still have another attack to make. So do we want to switch over to the boom shot? I don't know. I guess we could. We might want to save it for that other boomer, though. What do you think? Boom shot or no boom shot? I don't want to use the grenade right now, not with just 1 drone there. Let's try to go with a regular burst. I know that's a very conservative thing to do right now. I don't know, that may not be such a good idea. Because he's gonna get 1 for his card, and he's gonna get 2 more for full cover. And I'm only gonna be rolling 2 dice. Alright, well, let's try this weapon out. We're gonna spend an ammo token for a boom shot, and we're gonna use it on this guy. Is there anything special I need to know? It's an explosive power. So if I get an omen, it says ignore 1 defense die rolled and deal 1 wound to each other figure in the target's area. Well, nobody's in there. Well, what was that? Wow, that was a bum roll. Let's try this again. Make everything flat. Okay. 2 hits, 2 blocked, 2 nothing, and 1 omen. So 1 omen what? 1 omen removes, you ignore 1 defense die rolled. Do I get to choose? I guess I would get to choose. So maybe I'll ignore this one. So ignore 1 defense die rolled and deal 1 wound to each other figure in your target's area. So that one is blocked. So 2 damage. I think that's enough to kill this guy. No, you need 3 to kill this guy. That's not enough. 1 damage, 2 damage. No, I'm not counting this right. I'm having a brain meltdown. This is what we rolled, yes? This thing lets us ignore 1 die. So we'll ignore that one. So 1 of those is blocked, and we're left here. That's a point of damage. That let us ignore a defense die and did 1 damage to anyone else around. So I think we only did 1 damage to this thing. Wow, I'm really rusty at this game. So that's it. We've taken him down and got him down to 1 health to his wounded status, but it didn't take him out. So I think that's it. All right. Not the greatest. We spent a whole ammo token on a pretty ineffective shot there. So I guess I'll keep these cards over here. This was for Cole. And I think we need to go to enemy activation now. We have drones. If a cog figure is within 2 range, well, obviously, yes. If unwounded, he's wounded. If unwounded, attack the nearest cog figure within line of sight, otherwise heal. Interesting. So he's not going to attack. He's going to shrug off those wounds. And he's going to be fine. And I don't think we do anything else. Because there was a cog figure within 2 range of a drone. And if he's unwounded, otherwise heal. That's it. Alright, so that's the end of that turn. That was a little rough. Or shaky, I should say, due to the trying to remember all the rules for this. But let's go with Baird now. Take our heal step. Get 2 new cards. Move up to 3 areas and perform an attack. Let's see. Perform up to 2 attacks. What kind of line of sight do we have? We can shoot at him. And do we have line of sight on that figure? Let's trace this. You know, I that's my telephone. I don't think we do. It's just barely. But I don't think we're cutting that corner clear enough to really have a good line of sight there. So I'm kind of thinking we don't. That may be a message from my wife. Let me check that. Nope, everything is okay. Well, let's see. We're still trying to figure out what we're going to do. I don't think multiple attacks are a good idea. Should we try to sprint forward? I don't know. We've got too many bad guys around us right now. Move up to 3 areas, perform an attack. We could move up here, get into cover, and then take a shot. That wouldn't be too bad, would it? If we played, not explore, it was assault. Move up to 3 areas and perform an attack. 1, 2, and get into cover here. Now, this is really going back for years, but I thought somebody on the internet disagreed, like that never happens, that assault couldn't be used with the chainsaw, but I can't remember why they were thinking that. And I think I disagreed with them. So I'm actually wondering if you can use assault with the chainsaw. If he wanted to move 1 space and then cut into this guy, he might be able to do that. But then he's not going to be in any cover. What else can we do? We've got the mortar. The mortar has only a range of 2, which is really weird. Pistol can shoot farther than a mortar. We could move over there. I don't think you're allowed to move, though, if you use the mortar. You have to use it from where you are. Why don't we move over here, and that'll be 2 spaces, and then we'll make an attack using our Lancer. He's going to get 1 extra defense die for being in partial cover. Let's just see if we can hit him. That's 2 wounds. You need 3, isn't it, to take a guy down here, a drone? Yeah, you need 3, so that is not enough. We're going to put a wounded token on him. So we hit him, but it's not enough to take him out. And that's going to end it for Baird. And then we need the enemy activation. Drones again. If a cog figure is within 1 range, attack the cog figure with +1 attack die. This is for each drone. I should have read this one more carefully, though. This is for each drone. If a cog figure is within 2 range. 1, 2. And we weren't. So we're okay, because Baird just moved up to there now. Alright, we did that right. Back off, George. So for each drone, if a cog figure is within 1 range, yeah, he's got a choice. Attack a cog figure with +1 attack die. I'm the active player. I can choose which one he's going to attack. I'm going to make it Baird, so that Baird has the better defense. He can roll 3 defense dice here. And this guy is shooting with 3 dice, and he's going to get another one. So he's going to shoot 4 against 3 attack dice. Ooh. Wow, look at that defense roll. Cancelled, right? Cancelled. What does the omen do? The omen says heal this figure. So he's not wounded anymore. Well, that's cool. Baird, I guess, ducks down behind cover, and this guy sends his bullets into it, and then sort of shakes off his wound. We got lucky there. No extra damage as far as I can read. Yep, heal a figure if you roll an omen. Great defense roll. That worked out. So we'll go back to Cole heal for 2. And then see what we want to do here. Was it assault or was it charge? Maybe it was the charge was the one somebody thought you couldn't use the chainsaw. I just can't remember. Too many years have gone by. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 cards. Cole's in good shape. I think we want to keep moving forward as much as we can. 1, 2, 3. He could be in this space, but he wouldn't have any cover. And I doubt we're going to draw another drone card. One, two, three. Let's keep moving forward. 1, 2, 3. I'm just going to look at the board here and see what kind of space we're in. We got the 2 guys in this space. The range on a bolo grenade is 2. 1, 2. He could throw a grenade back here. And I know he's got a drone right there. Maybe instead of charge, we want to use assault. I wonder if assault is better. I don't think we can get the +1 die with a grenade attack. When you use charge like that, you can only make an attack in your area, right? So that's what it is. So this is an attack in your area. He could use it to gun this guy down. I can't remember if you get the +1 die with the chainsaw or not. I mean, it looks like just by the surface reading, 4 dice when you use your chainsaw, +1 when you attack. You would think it does. But I'm kind of wanting to throw a grenade back here. And then maybe do something with a guard card against this guy. So why don't we do that? Move up to 3 spaces. 1, 2, 3. And then perform 1 attack. And his attack is going to be to throw a grenade down the hall into the space with the boomer and the drone. So he's trying to throw that thing right there. So let's see what we can do. I think that was back there. This was there. Okay, so we're throwing the grenade. That is a 4 dice attack that ignores cover. So I guess we'll roll their defense separately, huh? Omen, 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 wound, wound. Well, omens cause cave-ins, but there's no emergence hole on that space. So really it's just 2 wounds. So 2 defense dice for the big guy. Nothing. So he becomes wounded. And 1 defense die for the other guy. Nothing. And 2 is not enough to take him out. So he's got 3. So he's wounded. So we wounded both of them. And now he's standing face to face with that drone without any cover, which is not so great. Let's see what happens. For each boomer, if within 1 area. No. There's only 1 boomer left. Otherwise, move 1 area toward the nearest cog figure, then attack him. So he didn't like that grenade. He's going to march up into this middle space and make his attack. So he's shooting at Baird. He's going to roll 4 attack dice. 4 4 attack dice. Baird is going to get 1 defense. Oh boy. I'm sorry, this is Cole. I'm getting him confused. Cole's got 1 defense. We do have a assault that we could discard. Let's discard this one. I don't know, he is wounded. I don't know if a guard would be enough to take this guy down. I'm just not sure. We could guard with a boom shot, couldn't we? We just can't guard with a grenade or the chainsaw. All right. Well, let's discard one of these and make our attack first on this wounded boomer with a guard. And we're only using 2 attack dice with our Lancer. We could empty out the boom shot. Let's go ahead and do that. And he's going to be rolling 2 for defense because he's so big. So this is going to empty out the boom shot. No more bullets for this thing. Cole is taking a guard shot at the boomer. And only a single point of damage. That is not enough to eliminate his 2 health. So a minor explosion to the side sends some debris in his face and clattering off of his body, but it doesn't take him down. So now we're going with the boomer's attack, which is 4 dice against Cole's 1. Unless we want to dodge, and I think we will. I think that's legal. So we used a dodge card to get an extra 2 dice. It totally didn't help. So what happens when he gets an omen? When he gets an omen, each other figure in the target's area is dealt 1 wound. So the boomer damaged the drone. Cole is hit, and he's hit pretty hard. He's going to be hit for 2 damage, I think. So 3 cards in my hand. I need to discard 2 of them. Maybe... I kind of want to keep one of the follows. Just 1. So blind fire. Why don't we discard blind fire? So we'll put that one aside. No, we have to discard 2. We got hit with 2 wounds. Ouch. Okay. We're gonna leave charge with this. And I think that ends it for Cole. This is a pretty rough battle. Let's switch it over to Baird. See if he can fare any better. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now Baird is lugging around this mortar, and it says this can attack, ignores cover. You may not attack with this weapon and move during the same turn. Okay. Well, these guys are all weakened, but just haven't been able to hit them hard enough to take them out. Perform 2 attacks. He's in cover over here, and he has to shoot from this position. And I think we're probably going to be in the same situation. We're going to be hitting this wall, this corner. And if we couldn't hit it from here, I certainly don't think we're going to be able to hit it from there. No, we're going to go right through that wall. So this is our only line of sight shot right now. Unless we move. What do we have here? Blind fire. Perform one attack. If you're in cover, you may make one additional attack. Okay. Move up to 4 areas. I think we picked up something back here, didn't we? Didn't we explore here and get a weapon? I can't remember. If I did, I should have discarded that card. I don't know. I feel like we ran through there. Or was that where Baird was hiding out? I'm getting too old. Well, let's see. Baird. Choose a cog figure. And he's got a full hand. We need to attack. Let's go with some blind fire against this guy. We're going to be using a burst attack. So 2 dice, 2 dice. Perform an attack. We hit him 3 times. That kills him and takes him out. He may have dropped something. Did he drop something? No. Nothing of value there. All right. So we have the ability to make 1 more attack, but we don't have line of sight on anybody. Choose 1 cog figure in your area to draw 1 order card. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We'll choose our well, we have to choose ourselves. So that's it. Let's get the AI card. Ticker time. Spawn 1 ticker at each emergence hole within 5 movement of you. Now, each emergence hole within 5 movement of you. Are we following the normal rules for tickers now? We probably are. So we've got an emergence hole here. So one crawls out of there. And we've got one right here, and one comes out right at our feet. And we've got one here. It's going to be in cover. 2, 3, 4, 5. I think that's it. So 3 tickers have emerged. And I think that's all that's going to happen there. All right, I think that's going to wrap it up for Baird, and we'll switch back to Cole with his single card and let him go through the heal step to draw back up to 3. And then I'm going to step away for a moment and we'll continue with Cole. All right, everybody, ready to continue on with Cole. I see that he has an Explore card, and there's something on this tile which might be pretty helpful. There's some ammunition on this map. So Cole is not in very good shape right now. This lets him move 4 areas. Is that going to be enough? 1, 2, 3. So I think he can rush, muscle past these guys, and slide into this area, which has no cover space. It's a solid black wall. So he's in some sort of, I don't know, corner? Strange hallway here. And using this card, you do not need, well, how many spaces did we move? 1, 2, 3. You do not need to discard a card from your hand to pick up a dropped weapon or activate the area's equipment this turn. Well, if we activate this equipment here, it says discard this card and gain 3 ammo tokens and put them wherever you would like. Well, that's going to help him a lot, I think. 3 ammo tokens. I don't think that includes grenades, does it? Let's put 2 on the boom shot and 1 on the lancer. And I think that's going to be all he's going to be able to do right now. He's got 2 cards in his hand. And now the bad guys get to go. And this is a general card. Each locust that is 4 or more movement away from the nearest cog figure moves 3 areas toward him. Are you serious? Well, let's start with this ticker. This is called the Horde. Each locust that is 4 or more movement away. 1, 2, 3. So that's no. No. 1, 2. No. No. Okay. No. 1, 2, 3. No. But yes. Yes for these drones. Each locust that is 4 or more movement away from the nearest cog figure moves 3 areas toward him. So they go through the doorway here and go 1, 2, 3. Through the doorway here. 1, 2, 3. So the drones are coming. Then you draw a new AI card. Rats. I was hoping that would be it. Not so lucky. Another general event. Swarm. Each locust that is 5 or more movement away. No. 5 or more movement away from the nearest cog figure moves until it is 4 movement away. Then you draw a new AI card. This is going to deplete the deck. Discard, oh no. Discard 1 ammo token from one of your weapon cards. Remove all dropped weapon markers and then draw a new AI card. I hate that one. That is my least favorite card in this game. It just takes your ammo and then just moves on to the next thing in order to make your life difficult. Alright. Always hated that distraction card. Well, are you serious? I just drew it again? Did I just draw that again? That's what I get for complaining, huh? Should I have left that out? Or should that have gone and been shuffled back in the stack? Probably not. Probably not. Probably that should have stayed on the table. And the other discards should have been shuffled back in. I don't know. What do you guys think? Since I really hate that card, I'm going to say it should have stayed on the table. Let's go to the next one. Group. If no emergence hole is in your area. Who are we doing here? We're doing Cole, right? There is no emergence hole in his area. Place an emergence hole token. Alright, that's what you get for running back in the corner. And then spawn a locust A in your area. Ticker comes crawling out. And I think that's it. Okay. Well, we kind of got through it. Boy. Bear, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. See, he's got 6 cards in his hand. You have anything good here? move up to 4 areas. 1, 2, 3, 4. That could get us in the end zone. 2 attacks. Move one area, and then make up to 3 attacks against figures in your area. Well, that's not good. There's only 1 there. Well, choose a cog figure in your area to draw. No, perform 2 attacks. We're still in that cover position. I think we can definitely fire that way, and we can shoot at the ticker. We are on the same space as the ticker, though. That's going to hurt us too. Is there anything that lets me move a little bit? I don't think so. This may be really bad. Yeah, I'm really not sure what else to do. Let's play explore and move 4 spaces. 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll get into cover all the way back here. And that's basically it. He just ran down the hall and took cover in the back. All right. What happens? Drones. If 1 or more drone is in play, yes, absolutely. Move each drone 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. Each drone then attacks a cog figure within 2 range. Well, we have a decision to make here. I think Baird has more cards. So this guy moves into Baird's space. Each drone moves 2 area toward the nearest cog figure. 1, 2. He's going to move up and into cover, getting the greatest cover from the active player, I think. And each drone 2 areas toward the nearest cog figure. 1, 2, cover. 1, 2, cover. And I think that's everybody. We got 4 drones on the board. And they attack cogs that are within 2 range. Well, I think it's time to guard. So as this guy moves into Baird's space, Baird will attempt a guard shot if I've got one of those cards. Yes, I do. So we're going to discard this one and attempt a short burst from our rifle against this drone with 1 defense die as he moves into our space. And we hit him for 2. He's already wounded. That kills him. He drops nothing, but he is taken down. This guy moved up. Baird has already guarded, so he can't do it again. So what we need to do is see if we want to let Cole burn a card and guard himself. Otherwise, he will attack. And the active player, I think, decides. Probably I would have him attack Baird. And Baird's going to get full cover. But Cole might be able to shoot him before anything happens. Cole can use any card as a guard card. Both of these are pretty good cards for Cole. Move up to 2 areas. Gain 1 ammo token for any one of your weapons. I like that. He needs ammo. Charge. That's been pretty good too. Why don't we discard a card for Cole and let him take a guard shot on this guy as he rounds the corner. Remember, Cole can guard. That's going to do with the Lancer is 1 damage anyway. So 1 damage equals his mark on his token, so he is out. What I don't recall is, was he in cover? He may have been in cover there. So if I roll 1 more defense die... Ooh! Yeah, he would have moved in cover, I think. And he would have gotten partial cover from that that position. That would have missed. So that drone is fine. And we just wasted a card. He's going to take a shot at Baird. Baird's going to get 3 defense die due to the cover here. And he's going to hit Baird for 2. So we got to discard 2 cards. I guess we'll put 1 there and maybe 1 there. We'll discard those 2. So that kind of hurt. Let's see. That's going to end it. And then we go back over to Cole as the active player. He's going to heal up 2 cards. And if Cole moves back here for any reason, we get to flip that card and find out what the end of mission situation will be. So let's see. We've got 2, no, we got a scavenging, right? We liked that one. Move up to 2 areas, right? Move up to 2 areas and gain 1 ammo token. 1, 2, no cover. Get 1 ammo token for Cole. We'll put it on the boom shot, maybe. And then we flip the card. We're not bleeding out and we're both on that last tile. So all cog figures are at the map exit on level 2. Nobody's bleeding out. You win the game. Really? Right? All cog figures are on the map exit. Nobody's bleeding out. Flip the card, you win the game. Wow. So that was the right thing to do. Well, that was a surprise. Well, certainly, as always, let me know if I really messed up anything. It's been a long time since I played this, but it's one of my old favorites. And I'd never played this mission. So that was interesting. And it was good to get this one out again and enjoy it. So thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I hope you were able to tolerate the unedited format. I'm just kind of taking it a little more casually here recently. In order to get some content out, I just don't have a lot of time, as much time as I used to do a lot of editing. So I appreciate your patience. Thanks for watching. And let me know if you spotted anything I did wrong or what some of your opinions may be about charge and assault and using the chainsaw. I think I remember researching all that a long time ago because people used to email me those questions. And I had it figured out then, but that's been a long time. So, take care, everybody. And I've got some interesting stuff coming. At least it's interesting to me. Don't know if it's interesting to you. But this just came in the mail, and I am really eager to check this one out. So, thanks, everybody. I'll catch you later. Bye-bye.